This news update is brought to you by
I won for me to me.
For me?
Yes. You don't need speakers, right?
Upgrade to win every week with Lime. Sign up for Lime TV or broadband or purchase an iPhone 6 or Samsung Note 4. Upgrade Christmas with Lime.
Welcome to the Barbados Today Evening Update for Wednesday, December the 10th, 2014. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. Another violent incident has prompted a call for women to speak out against violence. The plea from President of the National Organization of Women, Marilyn Rice-Bowen, on the heels of this morning's cutlass attack on a St. Michael woman at Sky Mall, Hackett Hall, St. Michael. According to Police Public Relations Officer, Acting Assistant Superintendent David Welch, the woman, who was chopped multiple times about the body, remains in serious condition at the QEH. He says the suspect, a man in his 30s, is in police custody after he was apprehended a short distance away from the scene of the incident. It is believed that the victim knows her attacker. Rice-Bowen, who is hoping that she makes a full recovery, says the incident is one too many, and she's calling on women to break the silence.
We really do hope that she survives, and again, we want to use the opportunity to remind persons to seek help and to please seek help early and to treat every threat as serious. It's one too many, but as I said, we do hope that she pulls through, and then we'll be able, of course, to meet with her and meet with her family and see what other assistance that we can render.
Rice-Bowen's plea coincides with a march tonight in Oistins focusing on the crimes of silence, domestic violence, rape, and incest. Meantime, 3 men are being questioned in connection with the seizure of 54 pounds of compressed cannabis. The drugs were found at a beach in St. Philip during a police operation at sea off Crane. The men were intercepted on board a Barbadian registered fishing boat last Sunday. Lawmen then conducted a search of a nearby beach where a duffel bag containing the drugs was located. In other news, the much anticipated tax-free concessions for local hoteliers are finally in place. After advocating for just over a year for government to extend to all local hotels the same duty-free concessions given to Sandals resorts, the relief officially became effective on Monday. The president of the Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association, Sunil Chitrani, told the 4th quarterly general meeting at Hilton Barbados Resort this morning that a pilot test to fine-tune the process will be launched next week.
Systems and processes have been developed to facilitate access to this concession, and a pilot test will be rolling out next week with 2 hotels, 1 distributor, and the relevant authorities to perfect the process. Now, I do not want anyone thinking that there are 2 hotels along the Sandals that have these benefits while the rest of the sector is still in the lurch. This is not the case. We will be working with a small sample data that is quite immaterial, and we're simply testing small-sized transactions for a period of time to process through the system so that we can iron out any bugs and bottlenecks that may occur.
Meanwhile, in her administrative report, Executive Vice President of the BHTA, Sue Springer, delivered glad tidings of great joy to the well-attended meeting of the hotel and tourism stakeholders. Springer announced news of strong winter bookings and increased land and sea arrivals for the winter.
The long-stay arrivals for the month of November showed an increase of 6.3%, with significant growth in the UK market of some 8.8% and in Germany of 14%. The long-stay arrivals year-to-date to the end of November showed a minimal increase of 0.1% over 2013, which is considered as flat. For the first week of December, and maybe I'm telling tales out of school, so I'll probably get wrapped knuckles for it, but I like to spread good news. The increase of 71% for the first 5 days in December in Canada, US 15.3 and UK 35.4. I like those.
And Tourism Minister Richard Seeley tells students of his alma mater to be prepared for setbacks when charting their future. Speaking at Harrison College Speech Day and prize-giving ceremony today, under the theme, Charting a Course for the Future, Responding to Challenges, the minister said one of the unfortunate aspects of success was that it can become intoxicating if it happens over and over again.
Nobody wins all the time. It is how you manage those setbacks. And I have to underscore this for Arizonians in particular, the first farmers and so on, because I understand you have enjoyed a fair level of success in your life to date. And many of you are going to be rewarded, and deservedly so, for successes you've had in life. But one of the unfortunate things about success is it can be a little intoxicating at times if it comes over and over again. You can be seduced into a view, of course, and smart people tend to, unfortunately, trip up into this notion that success will always come. And unfortunately, they're the ones that usually have the hardest time when they have to deal with a setback. Don't allow yourself to be like that.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.
Regionally now, Guyana's ambassador to Belgium and the European Community, Dr. P.I. Gomes, is the new Secretary General of the African, Caribbean and Pacific Group of countries. Gomes was selected for the period 2015 to 2020 and defeated 2 other Caribbean nationals for the post. And finally, on the international scene, several parts of the United Kingdom are getting a battering from what is being described as a weather bomb. 17,000 people are without power as high winds and huge waves affect the northwestern parts of the country. Here's a look at what's taking place in Scotland, Northern Ireland and Blackpool, as reported by the BBC.
Tonight, and certainly the advice still stands, travel with caution. There is still some disruption to rail services. However, 17,000 people were without power in the Western Isles this morning. Engineers have battled and to ensure that power has been restored to parts of the Western Isle. But these seas will not calm down anytime soon. They will remain quite high for some time to come.
If you take a look behind me, you will see that a play park here is now underwater as a result of the waves crashing over the seawall here in Port Stewart. And that's not the end of it, because take a look at this. You will see the damage caused by the ferocity of these waves. There's actually men inside here trying to repair and sort out the flooding as a result of all the problems caused by the waves. And these big stones and boulders you can see thrown up here, they're actually all over the roads as well. The sea foam is coming in, and that's because it's just whipping up again, the waves causing real problems for people, and the concern particularly is about the wind.
Let's just look at some pictures that we've just got in that were taken at high tide by, similar to the Coast Guard vehicle you've just seen, arriving to the Beach Patrol. This is HM Coast Guard, and they're driving along about a mile from where we are in Blackpool, and you see how the waves come over. They were just checking that people weren't coming onto this lower road. They're not on the promenade here, let's be clear about that. They're a bit lower down, but they're still behind sea defences, and you get a real sense of the drowning their vehicle gets.
And that's where we end our Barbados Today evening update. We'll be back again tomorrow morning. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper and email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or Screenplay supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune in to Channel 101 on Lime TV to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic evening.
This news update is brought to you by...
You got an upgrade for Christmas.
If you're feeling lucky, you could win some money.
An upgrade for Christmas.
$200,000 in cash and prizes. With Lime, you could win some money. It's Lime's Christmas lottery. $200,000 150 winners this Christmas, oh yeah.
Sign up or upgrade to Superfast Broadband, Lime TV, e-billing, a data plan. Top up $15. Purchase a handset or text 4263 to enter.
Celebrate for Christmas.